So we are delving a little bit into to the unknown. Oh, Mr. PI FPV, Merry Christmas. And yes, we're delving a little bit into the unknown, like big unknown. I haven't seen this done anywhere before. Maybe it has. I don't know. I've just decided to start. I had an idea of doing something in FPV, and I wanted to see if it's possible. And the well, part of it is possible, and it's tested. And you're gonna be the ones to see it first here on the Carlito show, or Carlito Test Bench, or whatever it is. I just find names, different names for everything. So what are we gonna test? AI in FPV sounds like a crazy thing, doesn't it? So here I have a little drift car. I'm sure if you've been watching previous streams, I'm sure you've been aware of that already. And it has a little FPV camera. And obviously on my computer I have a receiver. So let me see if it's on. Oh, it's not on actually. Let's turn it on. Camera. Let's move this here. Hey Alex. Yeah, mate. If there's any races next week, I'm available to come. So let me just show you. So you all know this, the little FPV screen. Oh, why is my video squished down? There you go. You all know this FPV screen, and when I turn the camera on, hopefully it's in the right channel, you should be able to see me. Hi, and a little dashboard and stuff, which doesn't really matter. But I'm doing something slightly different today. This is gonna freak you out a little bit, maybe. Maybe it will, I don't know. Freak me out, but I'm very happy it's working. It was a few hours researching on how to do this, how to make this work. But now it's working. So let me see if the car is on, yeah. We can already move it a little bit closer to what I want to show you. 7th of Jan. Maybe, I'm not sure. If it's in the center of the city, it'll be a bit hard for me to get to, but I don't know. I'll see when it gets closer. So, move the car a little bit closer here. Yeah, that'll do. And are you ready? I'm not ready. I'm not ready for the future. The future is is going to be very odd if I manage to do what I want to do, and I think right now it's completely possible. Okay, so yes, I'm showing you now. I'm just loading the program. What is this called? That one. Okay. So keep in mind, this is just me testing it out, yeah? But even then, I think it's just amazing. And here we go. The future. Welcome. My God. So you can see the things that the AI is detecting, and this is directly on the FPV feed. And as I showed you, it's just a little sensor. There's nothing else to it. And the only thing I'm doing is I'm capturing the FPV, so it's real time on my screen. There's no latency, nothing whatsoever. I'm capturing real time what the FPV is broadcasting, and then I have a little AI running. Yes, it will be the lead for the self-drive. I have a little AI running that's telling me what it sees on the screen, or what it thinks it sees on the screen. So if we drive around, you can see that moves around from stuff to stuff. Like you can see that there's still a car there on the left. I think you can see the couch and the chair. Yeah, you can see the chair there. I don't think you can see the containers, but you can definitely see the cars and the sofa. He knows what the sofa is. This is insane. Again, there's nothing running. You see me waving my arm there. Dog. It's not a dog. You can see that there's no software running on the drone itself. It's just broadcasting to my computer, and then my computer analyzes it. But there's absolutely no lag whatsoever. Let me see if I can drive around. See what else we can find. Bicycle. That's not a bicycle. So obviously it's not foolproof. Right now this is just a test, and I guess that because of the FPV feed, if it's not very clear, then, you know, for example, the other car there can't detect it. But if I move it a little bit closer, actually, why am I going there? I can just drive there. Detects that there's a car. Oh, it doesn't know that this is a car. It's a train. It's not a train, dude. Oh, now it detects it's a car. I guess it has to be on a specific side. Oh, what does it say that the crane is? No, car. So it knows that on the left side that's a car right away. Yeah, exactly. So you need to feed it more data, but in the end, you can train this. Yeah, yeah, it's a car. It sees it. In the end, you can train this. You can add more stuff to it. And I wonder like what what other things we can add to it to detect. And right now it's detecting like other silly stuff like I don't know, what did it say? A bicycle. But I can just say I only want you to see cars, or only want you to see wheels or whatever, right? And it's just gonna detect those type of things. Now I'm gonna put on YouTube. I'm gonna put in the description of the video all the steps that I managed to do to get here, and they're not very complicated. Yeah, they're extremely simple actually. You know, it took me a few hours in order for me to understand how all of this works. Can we make shoot lasers at stupid people? You could actually do. So here's my train of thought. If you want to make a self-driving car, you have FPV on the car being fed to a computer. So the computer is analyzing this in real time. There's no lag. I mean, I can race directly from the computer. I don't notice any additional lag that the AI is generating or anything. So if the AI detects that there's a car there, or that there's a drone, or there's someone flashing a light at you, it can trigger a command and send it to one of these, for example, a little Arduino board that you can connect to as well with your computer, because all of this is running offline. It doesn't matter if I'm connected to the internet or not, but you can, if you run this on the car or the drone or whatever it is, then it's gonna simplify the math that the vehicle or whatever has to do, because it's the computer just processing everything and then sending the command in real time as fast as possible back to this, and this is what's controlling the car. So the only lag there's going to be is from your computer to connect to this, and I think like through Wi-Fi that's almost inexistent. Am I doing a race? So for the future, the purpose of that I started making this is to make a car that is able to follow you. But that's why is it just applicable to cars? Maybe you can use it in a drone. And actually, that's one of the things I want to test it. I want to put a tiny whoop in front, and I haven't done this yet. I want to put a tiny whoop in front of it and see what it says, or a drone or whatever. I'm gonna put a couple of stuff in front of it and see what happens. So tiny whoop, different tiny whoops. Does it know what a tiny whoop is? Does it know what a drone is? I wonder. I'm gonna put one here. Or a big one here, like this. I'm very curious to see what it thinks it is, or if it even thinks it is anything. Red beam Tristan will know who's shooting you. So that's the thing. Like you don't. If it's the Arduino that's controlling the drone, the car, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It will be autonomous vehicle or whatever. So you know, on the RL, they're using now drones to do races, but it's the drone doing all the work. I think, I'm not sure. The drone might be doing all of the work inside of the drone, but if it reads through the FPV and is able to send a command back to the drone, wouldn't that be faster? Wouldn't that race faster? Okay, let's go close to the tiny whoop, see if it knows what it is. Oh, it's a cat. It's a bicycle. It's not a cat or a bicycle. What did it say there? Cat. Let me see if I tilt it. What's that? Is it still a cat? It's a black screen? No. A bicycle. It's definitely not a bicycle, dude. Or a cat. But I think I can. This can be trained to see, like, if you see 4 propellers, it's a drone. Pretty sure. Let's see another one. Another cat. A car. No, it's freaking out. It doesn't like it. Let's take a look at the bigger ones to see if it detects. But it knows that this is a person here, and it actually like is a very scaled person. Dog. Car. It knows that those are cars. Excuse me. That's not a cat. Let's see what it thinks of this. Also, I don't think it helps that I have a massive wheel in front of the FPV. Let's see if it knows this bigger one here. Motorbike. Oh my god, because it looks like wheels, isn't it? Motorbike. No. Oh, a bird, a bicycle. I guess there's nothing like drone doesn't exist. A person is not a person. So I think what's happening is that it analyzes the like the darker pixels. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me, car. Bird. Ah, it is a type of bird. You're close. It's not bad. A bus. Car. It seems that the cars are the easiest for it to recognize because obviously. Oh, what did it say there? No, didn't like it. The other thing is, I mean, right now, that's very clever. Right now, I'm using, um, yeah, it's getting the chair in the back. But right now it's using analog video, which, to be honest, is like crappy quality, isn't it? So, and it's being transmitted, well, not too far away. I mean, it doesn't. Car. Um, it's close enough that you can understand what it is, but even I like struggle to see that there's a chair there in the back. My brain knows it, but it's going to be hard for the eye to know it. Now imagine if you can get like you can get as long as you can stream this somewhere, you can then process the image. So if the DJI goggles, let's see what is this thing the DJI goggles are. Hey, what's this? What's that? What's that? A person. Ah, it's me. So if you can use DJI goggles, exactly, if you can feed the image that comes out from here and output it somewhere else in HD, that means it's going to be able to know things a lot better. So if you're racing an HD quad, best slippers ever, thanks Lee. If you're racing an HD quad, it's going to know, and you tell it what's a gate and what's not, it's going to be it's going to understand a lot better, like what's what, rather than analog crappy little video. Although I'm surprised at how good this is working. I mean, it's very close to the car to understand that there's a car there. Let's see. And also there's like front steering in front of it, so that doesn't, I guess that doesn't help the recognition. But let's still understand that there's a car. Let's see how far I can get it until it doesn't know. Ah, yeah, so, oh, because I guess it's impaired by the screen. Ah, no, yeah, I can still detect it. There's a car there. I'm getting more problems in understanding that there's a car, and it's like, it's not far enough, really. It's a bit close. But yes, and the tiny whoop is not a car, definitely. So, what's happening in the background? Let me show you. Let me see if I can show you actually. This is happening in the background. So if we were to pause this, it's telling me what frame it is on, what's the current FPS, and how sure it thinks that there's a car here somewhere. Chase me, Jen says. Yeah, I'm super excited on how good and how easy it was to do this. I mean, I didn't have to code anything, but I did have to specifically install it in. I have to install it in a specific way. So detecting all the cars. That's not a car at the end though, but this is a car there, and that's a car. And it's quite sure that there's a car. So what I can do as well is I can reduce or I guess get the recognition to only aim higher and telling me that there's a car. Because right now I think it thinks that the car, it sees two cars and it's 65% sure on one and 61% sure on one. It's looking good for the chase, boys. So now I just need to understand how I can export this information out from here, and sending it to a Arduino is very easy. I just literally need to understand how do I export this information out of here, and then it's just saying like if you see a car, throttle, and if it's to the left, go left. If it's to the right, go right. Yeah, it could be LED as well, but I think light gets a bit more tricky because a car is easier for the program to understand. If it's a light, then it's just gonna think that the light in the ceiling is a car, unless it's like a specific light. But yeah, so if it's on a racetrack and it has less distractions, yeah, you will be able to see it better. Very excited, and I'm very excited as well in thinking like how could we do this for drones? Like one of the things I always wanted is to be able to raise someone when there's no one there. So imagine if you have a quad that can race the track or follow you or chase you, or even better, like film your quad or film your car or film whatever. Basically all you need is a computer that is able to connect to the drone and get the feed that the drone is seeing, and that's that's pretty much it. And then to be able to control it, you need something like a like a phone that connects to this or something like that. But I'm I'm very curious on what I can do with this in the future. Just this, you know, just being able to see that there's a car there. It's already a big thing for me. For tracking, yeah, leave for tracking. Imagine if you can make your own DJI with just an Arduino. Your own DJI that doesn't require anything. You can just know that you are you. You can just train it to say, hey, this guy with this shirt or this face or whatever is you. That's it. Shut up, Matt. Um, yeah, you can pick out a car of a few to track. So, for example, it knows that this is a car, but not only that, it knows also that it's a blue car. And if you if I like this much, be good. Hey, Bill, this is AI working directly in an FPV feed. So I have a little car that's connected to my computer, sorry. Yes, also my computer. The FPV feed is streaming on my computer, and then I can just race it around. And we're basically testing AI and what AI is capable of seeing or not seeing sometimes. Also, I think the camera on this is not as good as it could be. Um, uh, so yeah, I want the car or a drone to race me, but so that's the tricky part, because if it doesn't see me directly in front of it, it's not going to be able to know where I am. But what I think is, and I've tested this already. Actually, let me see if it works. Let me see if it works. Give me a second. Let's see. Let's go crazy, huh? Let's go completely crazy. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Uh, 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 uh. Cam one edit. I wonder which camera this is. Oh my god, it works. Does it work? Oh no, I can't. Oh, I know why. I know why. Wait, 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 wait. I am Skynet, yes. Wait, wait for it. Wait. Oh, it even asks me what camera I want. Oh, is it working? Oh, I think it's not working. Oops. It crashed a little bit. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get two cameras connected at the same time. But I think because the stream is using, well, it's somehow using the other camera, even if I'm not, so like this camera, even if it's not shown on the screen, the program is using it, that means that I can't get it to go up. I wonder if I can put a different camera. Because my idea is the following. I want, see how this window is here? It's just this software running next to it. So if I can get 2 feeds running, so this from the FPV of the car, and then another webcam that also sees the car in a track, and it will see a lot better. Hey Luigi, saluto. Then I can use this camera that you're seeing right now, so this one, as the FPV internal camera to see what's ahead of me, but I can also use another camera to see like everything that's in the track, which would be very interesting. It's a brand new future ahead. Let me see if I can connect. I actually have a, oh, here it is. Can we get this working now? I'm just destroying my house now. Okay. Let's see if this works. If I had another USB available. So I think we're gonna lose that one for a second. That one. And we're gonna have this one instead. I wonder, will it work? Like the kitchen cam, exactly like the kitchen cam. Let's see if this works now. Cam 1. HD, yes. No. Stream closed, no error. Oh, so it's number 2. So I'm just fiddling with it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. This is so crazy. Let's take this one from here. Well, that's what's running here. We can leave it here. And this is what's running in the other one. This is so crazy. Oh, the FPV is going. I think the camera, the battery is dead already. Let's just put this here. Huh? How pretty is that? Let me see on the stream. Beautiful. It's like freaking. Let me get the different battery. How crazy is that, huh? It's very good, because like if you can use 2, you can use 3, you can use 10 different cameras to get the information that you want to get, right? No, it's not on a tank. It's on a tiny little car. I wonder if you can spot the car while it's heading there. Can you spot the car? No. I would love to get it closer, but can't. But it understands that there's something there. A bottle. It's not a bottle. We're close enough. It is crazy, I know. It's a bit. Oh, so now I'm noticing a little lag on the FPV feed of the car. But that's because I'm using like all capabilities of the like the maximum capabilities of the AI. So I can there's a different AI code that's like a light version that allows me to, excuse me, allows me to run more FPS, because yeah, like the car I can see is lagging now, much laggier. Very interesting still. Oh, let's get this here. Oh no. Okay, that's good enough. So there's bottles in my 4, or it thinks it's bottles in my 4, but I can just as well tell it, like, if you see something that's yellow, that's the yellow car, and if you see something that's blue, that's the blue car. And it's far as hell anyways. So yes, this is the plan for the future, to make to be able to read the information. Oh, I think the FPV now is a bit faster. Oh yeah. Oh, much faster now. I wonder why. Person. Yeah, no more lag on the FPV. I think maybe my computer was struggling a little bit because we'll be able to teach the AI. Yeah, you can teach the AI. Show what? What? What do you want to see, Jem? So I'm gonna put the how to get this working if you want to test it for yourself. Because the more people we get involved in this, the better I think it is. You know, I don't want to just me slaving away trying to understand how this all this stuff work, and I can't work on 15 different things by myself. So if there's more people to work on it, all the better. I'm extremely happy that this is working. The programming, show you the programming. The program is you have to. I don't know why. I kind of want to test just sending the code to someone else and see if it works for them, because the code is done now. But I basically had to um, compile an amount of code in my computer and then run it, because there's no compiler that's already created. I don't know why. Um, within Tinkercad. How do you tell it stuff? I can barely open my computer. uh, is it simple? I think it's 50-50 from what I've been reading. But it's not impossible. That's the thing. Um, but to make it work legit from this, or even to change a few lines of code to only detect cars, it's very easy to do. So I'm gonna put all these links and all the different things that I found that makes this work. I'm gonna put it in the comments in YouTube. So this video is also running in YouTube. So if you're curious, if you want to know, you can head there and just see it for yourself and try it for yourself on your computer. I think you need a quite powerful computer if you're gonna be doing like 2 or more screens. But if you're just running FPV, it should be easy. Yeah, Jem. Even even for you, if you read the instructions, although the instructions are a bit messy. So I'm gonna put my own version of instructions that make it much easier to follow, hopefully. But even you could have this running in your computer at home. How easy is that? But actually, I want to see if I can zip this file, send it to someone, and if they can run it on their computer. That's the other step. Because then that just means that I can compile a whole thing, like I can manufacture something, compile it, and then just send across to someone. They don't have to like learn how to fucking script all of this code. Well, he hesitated. I hesitated because the instructions aren't very clear. That's why it took me a few hours. But now that I know how to do it, I can write easy instructions, so you don't have to like try to understand what the dude is saying on the GitHub page. Right, so I'm gonna close that one. I'll close that one. We're gonna come back to me. Uh-oh. There we go. Thankfully, I had another camera set up. Otherwise, all you're gonna be seeing is this. Hi, look at that. It knows you. Super short attention span. Yeah, man. I think it's not too complicated to do this. Thanks. I'm so happy that I managed to basically crack this in a day. But this is only part of it, obviously. Now I have to understand. The only thing I need to understand is how do I get that information that was showing up on the box on the side? How do I get that information? Winning internet. Thanks, man. How do I get that information from the terminal? How do I get it out? I think it's totally doable, and sending it that across to this, which has already been done. So I don't expect it to be too hard. The beginning is the beginning of the AI taking over and winning races. I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna fly and put the goggles, and then like, boop, 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 and the drone just flies and wins everything and everyone. Probably not. I don't think drones are gonna be faster than humans. Like automated drones aren't gonna be faster than humans at the time. But maybe, you know, maybe this gives an insight to someone that was trying to read everything directly from the drone. And I don't think you have to. I think you can run the AI on your computer rather than running it on the drone. And it makes things so much faster. That's it for today. Thank you for joining me. It was a bit impromptu live stream. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time when I have like an army of self-aware cars and drones and 3D. 3D is much harder, yeah. Yes, very good start. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the support, and I'll see you guys on another stream or video. Bye bye.